New U.S. visa fees, immigration backlogs, and reform battles what travelers, workers, and families need to know in 2025. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. A sweeping new policy change is set to impact millions of international travelers, students, and foreign workers. Signed into law on July 4th, 2025, the U.S. government will now charge a non-waivable $250 visa integrity fee on most visa categories, including tourist B1/B2, student F1, and employment-based visas, H-1B, L-1, O-1, etc. This fee is in addition to existing visa application costs and is designed to reinforce immigration compliance and fund visa enforcement initiatives. While the law does offer a partial refund for visa holders who fully comply with the terms of their stay, the process is vague, involving bureaucratic red tape and potential multi-year delays. Critics say this could deter skilled talent and reduce tourism, while proponents argue it a necessary accountability measure in a time of rising enforcement concerns. Trump-era immigration policies fuel case backlogs and delays. According to the Q2 fiscal year 2025 USCIS report, visa processing backlogs have reached historic highs. Stretching across January to March 2025, the report highlights a dramatic slowdown in case processing, especially in family-based green card and employment visa categories. Family reunification applications are enduring longer wait times, while employment-based petitions face increased scrutiny and inconsistent approval rates. Immigration attorneys note that a return to restrictive vetting practices, reminiscent of the Trump administration, is adding confusion and uncertainty to the path toward legal status. Harvard under federal investigation over J-1 visa program. In a move that signals increased federal oversight, Harvard University is under investigation for its handling of the J-1 visa program, which brings hundreds of thousands of scholars and exchange visitors to the U.S. annually. While no criminal actions have been alleged, the probe focuses on Harvard's visa sponsorship management, especially in light of national security concerns and foreign influence, particularly involving Chinese nationals. Experts warn this is likely just the beginning, as think tanks, universities, and research institutions across the country may soon face stricter compliance checks and heightened regulation. H-1B visa cap reached for FI 2026 amid soaring demand. USCIS has officially announced that the H-1B visa cap for fiscal year 2026 has been reached. The quota includes 65,000 standard slots and 20,000 for U.S. master's degree holders. Companies that fail to secure a spot must now wait for next year or explore alternatives such as the L-1 visa for intercompany transfers or O-1 visas for individuals with extraordinary ability. Petitions for amendments, extensions, and transfers for current H-1B holders are still being accepted. The news underscores America's continued reliance on foreign STEM talent and the fierce competition for limited slots. Wage-based H-1B selection may replace lottery by 2026. The Trump-era plan to replace the random H-1B lottery system with a wage-based model is resurfacing. The proposed regulation would award H-1B visas to the highest-paid applicants, leaving out entry-level professionals, recent graduates, and international students. The plan is now under federal review and could be implemented as early as March 2026, fundamentally altering the H-1B process and forcing companies to offer higher salaries to secure top global talent. Alligator Alcatraz Detention Center faces backlash. Immigration activists are calling for the immediate closure of Florida's Alligator Alcatraz, a detention facility criticized for inhumane conditions, including overcrowding, sewage leaks, and lack of medical care. The center currently detains over 1,000 men, including reports of at least one minor. Mexico's President López Obrador confirmed that 14 Mexican nationals are being held there, and efforts are underway for their repatriation. The facility's remote Everglades location and vulnerability to hurricane-level floods have sparked demands for a federal investigation. Senator Padilla introduces immigration reform bill. California Senator Alex Padilla has introduced landmark legislation to expand the path to legal residency for undocumented immigrants. The bill would allow individuals who have lived in the U.S. for 7 or more years, paid taxes, contribute to their communities, and have no criminal record to apply for green cards. Padilla aims to update the outdated Immigration Registry Act, which hasn't been revised since 1986. His bill would replace the current January 1st, 1972 cutoff date with a more reasonable modern threshold, marking a significant step toward legalization and inclusivity. In a surprise move, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services has recently drawn up an implementation plan for a roll out of President Trump's executive order that seeks to restrict birthright citizenship. This EO, signed by Trump on January 20th, curtailed babies born in the U.S. from getting automatic American citizenship unless one of the parents was a U.S. citizen or green card holder at the time of birth of the child. USCIS explains that in the absence of a parent being a U.S. citizen or green card holder, the newborn child will take on the same status as that of the mother. This plan takes into cognizance the preliminary court injunction, but states that it has been drawn up in the event that the EO is permitted to go into effect. It seeks to address certain legal issues. Currently, children of foreign diplomats born in the U.S. are excluded from American citizenship due to their parents not being subject to U.S. jurisdiction. The implementation plan outlines expansion of this exclusion to include children born to individuals in unlawful status or lawful but temporary status, such as H-1B holders. Cyrus D. Mehta, founder of an immigration law firm based in New York, told TOI, the USCIS has a sinister plan to implement Trump's currently unconstitutional birthright citizenship executive order in case the EO, which is currently blocked, is allowed to go into effect. Under it, the newborn child will not automatically be a U.S. citizen, but would take on the lawful but temporary status of the mother. In the case of an Indian couple, if the husband holds an H-1B, temporary non-immigrant work visa, and the wife holds an H-4 dependent visa, the child born in the U.S. to this couple will get a dependent visa status and not American citizenship. As mentioned by TOI earlier, given the decades-long backlog for an employment-based link card, hundreds of Indian families with newborns, post coming into effect of the EO, would be hard hit as neither parent would be a citizen or green card holder, and the child would no longer be accorded American citizenship on birth. USCIS proposes to allow children born in the U.S. to register for lawful immigrant status, such as H-4. This approach is modeled after how children of diplomats are currently handled under U.S. immigration law. If the mother is unlawfully present, the child will also be considered unlawfully present as soon as it is born. The immigration authorities can technically remove the child who is unlawfully present, adds Mehta. Immigration experts point out many challenges that could arise. What would be the situation if a child is born to a mother whose non-immigration visa status, such as an H-4, is pending? Would it ridiculously result in the child being born in the U.S. with a similarly pending status? Questions Mehta. Several immigration attorneys with whom TOI spoke are hopeful that if the litigation reaches the Supreme Court, the EO will be treated as unconstitutional. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.